It's Saturday night in Statesboro, Georgia. Tormenta FC returns after a 3-match road trip welcoming a new-look Charlotte Independence. I'm Jared Johnson. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight for USL League One Soccer, brought to you by Bullock Solutions. And in looking at the standings, the table with 11 teams and more recent switch of the standings, Central Valley Fuego up from 9th to 6th after a recent victory. As far as the match on hand tonight, South Georgia Tormenta and Charlotte only a point apart, even in games played. This match is going to be pivotal for garnering separation in the future games to come. For Tormenta to accomplish that feat, they have to look to Kingsford Ajay. He's the left midfielder, left winger of sorts for head coach Ian Cameron. He's a guy that's really dynamic, rumbling up the left side, tied for second in goals. That's why he's the Galactic Comics player to watch for Tormenta. That tied second marker is for 4 on the team, tied with Adrian Billhardt. He's a playmaker that can really link up with Ajay when he can find that space. 1v1 positioning, that's pivotal for Ajay. And for Charlotte, they have a guy that arguably has the most experience out of anyone in League One, Gabriel Overton. Re-signed recently for Charlotte. He had experience last season for them in the USL Championship, but is now a mid-season acquisition. 7 games played, and this team is completely re-synergized. They've got back-to-back wins for the first time all season. Do you believe it? Before that draw, 0-0 against Forward Madison. That's because of this guy right here. While he only has a goal and an assist compared to some of his teammates, he is truly a guy to watch. These two teams settled for a scoreless draw last time around in June. Both coaches stating it's got to be a whole lot different. Lineups and kickoff up next. You won't want to miss the action right here on ESPN+.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations. Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success.
Vamos, Tormenta.
Vamos, Tormenta.
Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta.
Welcome back. We're getting set for action between Tormenta and the Charlotte Independence, presented by Lee, Hill, and Johnston. And to start looking at that, we'll get into Tormenta's starting 11. Statesboro Real Estate brings it to you. It's relatively unchanged as you see all those guys lining up in the home Bolt kits for South Georgia. They only really have one change that's coming into the match, and that's Kingsford Ajay at left mid starting instead of Alex Morrell. They had a 2-0 loss to Northern Colorado. They'll look to that change, and hopefully they'll get even more of a spark from their center attacking midfielder. That's number 10, Adrian Billhardt. Besides his 4 goals, 4 assists, first in the team in that regard. He's truly a playmaker that needs to be reckoned with and really dealt with by Charlotte. But you can't be remiss to really pass by all the guys that they have on their team, including some new fixtures. Ibrahim Gante gets his first start since signing for the team just over the week ago, and Corey Bennett is on fire as of late, recording the second fastest hat trick in League One history, his 6 goals, second on the team. And so with that, we're just about ready to get started and get going. Our keys to the match for both sides, looking at this one, Kingsford Ajay is one of those players on the wing that really has to create solid one-on-one chances for Tormenta. He really is dynamic when he's on the ball and has space to go. Our center official, Islan Pexenar, gets us set. Tormenta and the home bolt kits with the sky blue accents will attack from left to right. The Jacks from right to left as we're underway from Merck Russell Park. Can Tormenta on its home pitch rebound in front of the home faithful against a re-synergized Charlotte Independent squad? That's the million-dollar question tonight. I'm Jared Johnston, glad to be with you for the Charlotte Independents visiting here against South Georgia Tormenta. It's the Jacks in away gray kits, possessing the ball now. An interesting switch for them after the introduction of Overton, really preferential to playing a back 4. They switch back to the back 3 tonight. We'll see how Tormenta can really try to utilize that change and maybe find more space through the middle as Charlotte tries to spread out its defensive line to the flanks. Lofted to the far side, Owen Green touches in first time, and then skied away by Duty. First corner kick of the match. Head coach Ian Cameron had a tremendous month of July, 13 points for his side, 13 goals scored in that span, in large part thanks to Keziah Sterling. First chance for the home side comes on a Herb Shop corner kick. Adrian Billhardt with the in-swing delivery to the far post. Dengler with the header over the bar. Early chance to get going. Jake Dengler, old reliable for Tormenta, just couldn't get over the ball. The center back telling his side to stay high. They want to have more pressure on the ball this game versus the last one. Ian Cameron said that his side and his front 4 especially has been disappointed with the production that they have not been able to have as of late because they need to search for options, especially in the late stage of the season. This the 11th last game to go, really. They are getting into the home stretch of things in the USL League One season. Green chases the ball out, advances it up the pitch. Billhardt couldn't settle it down. Cut outside the other way for Charlotte. Speeding inside is Bennett. Hara slices that one away. A necessary clearance from their captain. It's a bit more calm now with Pablo Hara. After a bit of a quick scare there, Charlotte nearly on the end of a fantastic long ball. Cabral with the first touch outside to Ajay. He skips up that left flank. Billhardt with the first time try. Collected by Zendejas. Adrian Zendejas making his 13th start for Charlotte Independents on loan from Charlotte FC. Dengler with Cabral. Has been crafty in chance creation. Gabriel Cabral, one of the main figures in that offense, despite playing in a holding midfield role, can really carve out defenses with passes laterally or vertically as well. Ajay through the middle. Otieno touches with Billhardt. A Daney driven cross deflects out for a second corner kick for Tormenta. Mike Jeffries with a watchful eye on his Charlotte side. Been with the organization throughout its entire existence. His 7th year with the Independents. This time it's Gabriel Cabral swinging it in. Headed away by Dimmick. The captain steers it out for a throw. Nice bit of shielding work done. Acosta frees it up. Booted clear by Sis. And nearly taken away by Overton. Now he's beat through the middle. Can Tormenta combine? Nice play out with Cyrakowski. Backheel chip, and Billhardt just couldn't tuck it inside the near post. And this is what Tormenta wanted to see, that they haven't gotten in games past. South Georgia with the first 3 chances of the game, and all in threatening positions. Adrian Billhardt looking to get on the board in that advanced position. Zendejas calms his team down. Shalom Duty, another long ball. Corey Bennett is elusive with his pace, and Joshua Phelps will have to deal with him. Curls that ball up the sideline. Charlotte will take a throw in this advanced position. Turned from Duty to Acosta. Great intercept from Adani. Can he keep it inside? And yes, he does. On the touchline, he tiptoes and plays through center with Ajay. All for naught. And another direct ball is up. Hara to the rescue yet again. Charlotte looking to go direct early with moderate success, just not finding the target on the end of the pass. Miguel Ibarra races in up the right flank. 6 assists to his name. Can he find another? Touch inside. What a save by Hara. Tracer and Mbuyu nearly got the first goal of this game. Pablo Hara was stout positioning, and that was freed up by Ibarra in front, and he swatted it away just off the goal line. A close call there for Tormenta. It's offense in this game, a brand for both sides, and it's being executed early. Tobias Otieno to Cabral, just too late. The Brazilian was calling for it. Otieno, though, still finds his way to the top of the box and loses it. Charlotte so far can't break out and is in a very deep low block position. Cabral swinging it to the far post. Flicked clear. Dimmick puts that one out to safety. Looks as if early attention will be needed. Player down, Ibrahim Conte for Charlotte. And if he's cramping up or has any problems, he does get back to his feet, but it makes sense for Conte, who's making his debut. Been shuffled around Nisa and a few other leagues for the past few years. Another mid-season addition for Charlotte. He's really excited to contribute to this side that is on the up and up lately. Back-to-back wins for the first time this season for this independent side. And that, of course, came before their draw to Forward Madison. They'll want to get back on the win column to get in front of Tormenta, only 1 point ahead of them entering tonight. Acosta bumps it out wide. And back with Zendejas. He lets it roll out, but Ian Cameron wants to go quickly. Shovels it to Owen Green, the right back, on the touchline. Deflects out. Another play for Green to restart quickly. Tormenta wants to up the ante here with the pace. Ibarra can counter, though. Overton. And Mbuyu, the goal scorer, distributes out wide with Ibarra. He was crafty on the right flank. Now he's on the left side. Back onto his favored right foot. Inside with Sis. Clips the ball out. No target on the end of it. Adeni cuts it out for a goal kick. celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL League One. Choose what you want to play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. Adre trying to sidestep his way up that left side. Lofted ball in, claimed by Zendejas. One knee up, two gloves up to capture it. 10 minutes in, no score. Zendejas with an audible scream. He didn't get all he wanted of the side-winded punt. Nevertheless, his Tide cleans up the scraps and wins a free kick. The challenge from Otieno goes the other way for Charlotte. Omar Sis drawing that one. A really reliable player. 19 starts for this side, entering tonight his 20th. Second on the team in minutes behind the captain, Clay Dimmick. Ibarra curls it outside. Overton with the chest play out. Maya, Overton, and with Mbuyu, he frees up space, wires it across. Bennett just couldn't tuck it home. Ball trickles free and it's still Charlotte possession. Here's another replay, another look presented by Coca-Cola on that play. Mbuyu, you expect them to go for goal. Tight angle though. Had Corey Bennett and he was just marked by two. Stout defense, but there's more to deal with here. Charlotte, cutback move. Mbuyu blocked by Phelps and then swiped away by Dengler. It's an all-out offensive onslaught early from both sides. Charlotte picking up the pace now. Good switch of the field by Duty. Ibarra inside and Conte outside. Overton hovering all across the pitch. Now he's at the center, top of the box. Outside, nearly found Mbuyu. First touch try, easily dealt with by Hara. Tomas Maya on the end of the strike. Tried to guide it with the inside of his foot, but it was easy for the Tormenta netminder to deal with. Early goings of the match. South Georgia getting those chances early, and then Charlotte, after sitting deep defensively and launching counterattacks, they've now found more of the ball and have really balanced out opportunities going both ways. Cabral challenge from behind. Gets up, resets with Otieno. Adeni and Ajay on the far side flank. Dished out to Adeni and bounces inside. Otieno cuts a ball, and Roberts, way ahead of the back line, is offside. Jamil Roberts with some positive reassurance. A thumbs up on the delivery. The Englishman comes into this USL League One season with some USL Championship experience. Last season, playing for Sporting Kansas City too. Still a relatively young player coming out of his collegiate career, finding his footing in Statesboro. Billhardt leaps up. He challenges again, tried to leapfrog Duty. And Owen Green nods it out right on the touchline. Maya a reset for Charlotte. Directions from the Tormenta bench, trying to press there, but Charlotte finds an outlet. Ibarra combines with Sis. He has a runner, goes for goal himself. His strike just scurries wide. Good play from Charlotte to generate that chance, and on the try from Omar Sis, they do get their first Herb Shop corner kick of the night. This one to be from the near side, the in-swinging ball from Ibarra. It's lofted to the far post, deflects in, and it rolls in for Charlotte's first. The visitors get on the board in unlikely fashion. It's the Independents up by 1. Charlotte getting so many chances after letting Tormenta get in on the offensive, and it took a deflected try off the delivery from Ibarra. Here we'll have another look at it from our Coca-Cola replay. Still unsure as to who gets credit for the goal. Took multiple deflections on the way. Nevertheless, the captain that was sniffing it out, Clay Dimmick, was right next to it. And it's a Charlotte goal, built on the efforts of the 11. Can they rummage up something here for a second? Shooting try from Bennett, blocked and cleared away. Tormenta trying to reset and up the tempo here. Cabral with a nice pass forward. Roberts gets past one, a nutmeg move, nifty. Can he get onto his favored left? Drives a shot straight into the path of Zendejas. A beautiful chance carved out by Jamil Roberts, but the end product nowhere near threatening. Roberts got it past a sliding Shalom Duty. And he seemed like he could have picked a target somewhere besides where Zendejas was. The netminder was right there to collect that. And so on the first goal in this game, Charlotte leads 1-0. A 15th minute leading goal, scored off an own goal. It was the delivery from Miguel Ibarra. And deflection came off Ryan Cyrakowski for Tormenta. The own goal credited to the striker in his second start, his third appearance, who's looking to get his first goal of the season in League One. An unfortunate bounce gives him an own goal, credited to his side's detriment. Cabral with a nice pass inside. Cyrakowski chests it down. Driven shot off the laces. It will generate another corner kick chance for Tormenta. Billhardt and Cabral have been trading those chances off set pieces. Depending on the side, they like the in-swinging ball and the spin it can create. Can Gabriel Cabral try again for a threatening chance for the home side? This one initially whistled down. Corey Bennett getting in the mix of things for Charlotte, who shoved down and draws a free kick going the other way. In the 20th minute, head coach Mike Jeffries for the Charlotte Independents sees his side up 1-0. And after some instability in the earlier parts of the season, they went through a really rough stretch from the 4th of June through June 22nd, where they were outscored 15-1, had players being loaned out, had a lot of injuries at the time, didn't have a guy named Gabriel Overton, of course. But they went through a huge struggle throughout that entire period, and really before that as well, just trying to find their footing. And it was evident in the last match in a 0-0 draw against Tormenta, where they just sat back. And now in the latter stages of the season, with a lot of new acquisitions, being able to get some players from Charlotte FC in the MLS, they really rebranded themselves and have a chance with 3 points tonight to really solidify themselves in the playoff picture as the season winds down. Ibarra upended on the far side, got the pass from Conte, and ultimately Adeni just barreled through him. Overton wanted to restart quickly. Our center official, Island Pexenar, has to set up the 10 yards for the wall. And on a second try of things, Ibarra stands over the ball, Tomas Maya as well. Maya leaves it for Ibarra. He delivered on the first goal, Kenny on the second. It's flicked away by Tormenta. And the other way, it's Tracer and Buyu. Throw-in for Charlotte. Right now, Tormenta with most of its midfield back, looking to win it and break the other way against the Independents. On the goal line, Corey Bennett takes it 1v2, poked free by Roberts. He held his head up as far as it being a mental lapse, but the referees ultimately rule it a goal kick. Last touch off Charlotte, and Tormenta breaks the other way. Dengler with the long ball, switching the field, and he couldn't connect with his target. Green, though, gets a throw in with Otieno. Not on the same page, Cabral cleans up. Owen Green up that right side flank, employing strategy from Ian Cameron, his head coach, that said especially last game and games prior, the fullbacks have not gotten up enough to support the attack. Now with that increased support, can an offensive chance come to fruition? The right back, Owen Green, laying it out to Otieno. His pass to the far side, unsuccessful. He does receive it though, chested down. Billhardt can't tiptoe his way past the second player. And it's the other way with Mbuyu. Tracer Mbuyu using his pace. Overton couldn't collect on his first touch. Just got stuck beneath his feet. And the other way, it's with Tormenta again. Billhardt on his off wing. Lays it free to Cabral. The Brazilian chops it out. And Ajay swings it back the other way. Skitters out for a goal kick. Kingsford Ajay looking to have an impact that he's been known for ever since joining this Tormenta side. The left midfielder, a part of the 2021 USL League 2 championship team in the Des Moines Menace, where he scored 5 goals to be tied for the team lead in only 6 appearances. He's found a lot of that goal scoring form in League One in the jump to the professional level. 4 goals, tied second on the team, but as of recent, plenty of players shuffling in and out of the lineup, and he's been a guy that really needs to have responsibility placed on his shoulders, and it's definitely a new look for the midfielder, who usually is able to use his space to create things for Keziah Sterling, who is again out of the lineup tonight. Tomas Maya with the throw. Back with the Colombian, and now Overton collects. Shovels it free, first touch cross, then with Mbuyu. Overton, crafty with it. His strike, nicely dealt with by Hara. After a bit of an offensive flurry early on in this game, it's been all Charlotte. Into the middle of this first half, Overton dribbling his way past two, and he gets a connection on it. Really nowhere else he could have put that ball. And Hara was right there positioned to do so. Do his job and clean that up. Omar Sis in the midfield. Drives it forward, headed back where it came from by Green. Otieno with the long ball. Into space for Ajay. He gets there first. His elusive speed. But then he gets there on that sideline and gets the last touch. He's up in arms about it, but Charlotte will get the throw. Dimmick throwing that ball forward. Conte out wide with the skipper. And behind the play, a sliding challenge made. Clay Dimmick still down. And the first yellow card is awarded. Much to the dismay of number 15 in the home Bolt kit for Tormenta, Ryan Cyrakowski. An own goal credited to him for Charlotte's first of the match in the 15th minute. And now he's on the books. Captain needing some attention to see what needs to be dealt with there with his leg. A tough skirmish there to get upended. Clay Dimmick has really been one of those guys for Charlotte that has really been the guiding light for the Independents through their rough stretch. Overton has really been the light at the end of the tunnel, but for the captain, he's been really a motivator all around. His head coach, Mike Jeffries, has praised the mentality that he's given. Every single game, he's been an engine to run all day, and he plays everywhere on that back line. He can play in the center, he can play at right back, and tonight, well, employed outside on that right side, and he was slid in there. Cyrakowski with the studs up, and you're not going to escape that challenge with a bit of damage, and of course for the assailant, not going to escape without a penalty. Hector Acosta stands over the ball, waiting to restart play. Can finally do so. He chops it forward. Off the head of Dengler, Green whacks it forward. It's flicked free. Dengler with a lot of power there. Into the feet of Billhardt, 1v2. He's tied up with Conte. Ibrahim Conte gets the foul, and it's restarted quickly for Tormenta. Otieno tries to go up the gun. And Cyrakowski was checking out wide, so nobody home up the middle. Zendejas takes his time in collecting this one at his feet. Billhardt has to pressure for him to grab. Green boots it free. Billhardt tried to wait for that one to roll on. Assists with a clever touch forward. Miguel Ibarra shuffles back towards his goal. He's pressed heavily by Adeni, and it's reset with Zendejas. Maya clears that out. Green looks for his options. It's Cyrakowski, the striker, back in the midfield. Nice play. Gets out of space. The target man maneuvers it with Otieno. Phelps stepping up. Otieno blocked that pass. It was going towards Overton. Number 55 in the home kit wires it out wide. Here's Kingsford Ajay. It's the space he likes to operate in. Squares it for Cabral. Then Green is shot, palmed away by Zendejas. Beautiful outstretched save by Adrian Zendejas, and he keeps his team ahead 1-0. Ian Cameron wanted his fullbacks to attack more, and that time Owen Green at the top of the box unleashes a howitzer. Goes out for another corner kick. Billhardt lofts it to the opposite side. Has to be kept in play. Otieno back out wide with Dengler. He has so much space. He shoots, and it just escapes the far post. Jake Dengler nearly had a good chance on goal. He had so much time to operate, and maybe he didn't even know if he was going to go for a shot or across the center back. But he did go for goal. And he nearly was able to curl it for his first goal of the season. Or rather, what would have been his second for Tormenta. Otieno, playing that center defensive midfield role, has really leveled off Tormenta, giving them some balance since conceding. Now Ibrahim Conte, it's a bit ahead of himself. The man in his first start in Charlotte colors has an Aspen Aerogel's yellow card. And absolutely got nothing of the ball there with Fouad Adeni going up that left side. Conte still getting used to the pace of the league and the different intricacies of League One. One thing he'll learn very quickly, these points ever so important. Tormenta trying to equalize. The set piece try from Cabral. It's lofted at the top of the box. Green steps up, keeps it for Tormenta in the attacking third. Roberts, in-swinging delivery. No one home. Reset, and then slide clear by Hector Acosta. Charlotte looking to wake up its offensive prowess. And Buyu touches outside. He gets free, and then Overton. It's a shot deflect outside. Gabriel Overton, the former Manchester United man, had a fantastic career in the English Premier League. 72 appearances. Spent the majority of his time with Newcastle United in the top flight. And through that span, he only had 2 goals and 7 assists, but always a man that's known to really create that pass before the clinical pass, be able to free up space for his teammates to make that clinical touch on goal. And that's why oftentimes his impact not necessarily seen on the score sheet, but he's really just a presence to be watched for anyone who faces him. On the goal kick, Cabral splits the defense. And Ajay looks up the middle. He's calling for the ball. It's outside now with Roberts. Ian Cameron's side a bit more compact in the final third. The wingers tucking inside. The fullbacks providing the width in this formation. Ajay one-on-one. Poked free by Dimmick. It's the captain on the most important player on this roster tonight as far as chance creation goes in Kingsford Ajay, and so far he's stifled any opportunity that the Ghanaian could have. Adeni to the far side. Roberts has to settle it down on a second touch. He's shoved free by Maya. Cyrakowski just couldn't connect with Billhardt. Tormenta sensing a bit of frustration early on, generating some good chances, but not finding that final pass. And maybe when they do get those chances, as evidenced in the last few games that they have played, they haven't been able to find that clinical touch in the absence of Keziah Sterling. In behind the line, it's Mbuyu. He's pulled down, but an appeal from Tormenta. Joshua Phelps going in 50-50. Play goes on for both sides. Conte with Corey Bennett. Two attacking-minded players in their defensive half. Overton dropping back to free up space. And it's out to the Week 18 Player of the Week in Corey Bennett. Scored the second fastest hat trick in League One history. Has yet to find the score sheet tonight. The only goal so far for Charlotte, an own goal off a corner kick from Miguel Ibarra. The Independents rumbling in the attacking third. Gray shirts swarming this near side. Miguel Ibarra touches inside. Overton is chopped down. And it's a free kick in a dangerous position for Charlotte. There will be time to set this one up for sure. It's an important chance for the Charlotte Independents. As far as all the goals they've scored, 29 total, the third highest scoring team in League One. But they've scored most of their goals in the last 15 minutes of either half. A combined 13 out of their 29 have come in the final 15 minutes of the first or second half. They've been clinical in the ends of regular time. Can they find something and strike gold here? Miguel Ibarra steps over it, leaves it for Tomas Maya. Curls in and stays with Overton, blocked out by Billhardt for a throw. Omar Sis retreats with the ball. And Ibarra all the way back, trudges forward. He has a runner, it's out with Tomas Maya. His cross blocked out by Green, it's another corner kick. Miguel Ibarra was successful from this left side earlier on in the match. The 15th minute own goal by Ryan Cyrakowski. We'll see if his delivery can suffice again for the Independents on this Herb Shop corner kick. Quick sound of the whistle. Jamil Roberts taken down. Free kick goes the other way. That happened a bit earlier for Tormenta off a corner kick on that far side just minutes ago, so a taste of their own medicine. Play will be reset in front of the goal of Pablo Jara. The captain possessing out with his center backs, and now Owen Green passes through the middle. Cut out on the left side flank. Ajay, one of two players for Tormenta, double teaming Clay Dimmick. Ultimately, it was Ajay and Fouad Adeni falling over him, conceding a free kick. Pushed all the way back with Zendejas. Nice ball forward, intercepted by Tormenta. Green with a heavy touch. Curled free, and Mbuyu has space to counter. Back onto his right, Overton stopped up at the wrong time. And it's back and forth, counter-attack after counter-attack. This time it's Tormenta trying to write a different page of this story. Kingsford Ajay, cutback move. Straight into the path assist. The Senegal native pushes it free. His side can get behind the ball now as Tobias Otieno progresses up the pitch. Cabral carves out the ball out to Jamil Roberts. In Cameron to his right back, and Tormenta goes quickly. They're down by one, only a few minutes remaining in this first half before stoppage time. Can the home side equalize? Cyrakowski tries to keep it in. He's pushed down, and he gets the last touch of it out for a goal kick. Don't miss a minute of the action in 2022. Whether your club is on the road or at home, catch nearly every second of USL League One action on ESPN+, the home to the USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Long pass graced the top of Overton's head. His Charlotte side still pressing for the ball. Tons of energy for head coach Mike Jeffries. And Pablo Jara has to boot it clear. Charlotte, a side that came into this match after finding success with four in the back. Started the match with a 3-4-3 alignment, but quickly switched to four in the back after sensing that they could do something with it. Tracer Mbuyu on the end of a cross, and he finds the second for Charlotte. The visitors double their lead.
Goal for Charlotte, scored by number 11, Tracer Mbuyu.
The team leading scorer for Charlotte gets his 8th goal of the season. Gets behind his marker in Owen Green, and that's a tough goal to give up if you're Tormenta. Owen Green not getting goal side on Tracer Mbuyu, and he just sticks out a toe and pots it home. Charlotte doubles its lead for the break in prophetic fashion, scoring their 14th goal in the final 15 minutes of a regulation half. Tormenta possessing the ball. Looking forward with Jamil Roberts. Can't isolate himself, Adrian Billhardt. Restarts quickly, the German on his left. Notieno couldn't find a pass inside. Deflected out, a corner kick for Tormenta, likely one of the last chances that the home side can get. 2 minutes of stoppage time to be played in this first half.
Fourth official has indicated we will play a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time.
Billhardt swings the ball in, close to Zendejas. He gets a punch inside to the top of the box. Cabral, his shot blocked. And Mbuyu chases it out and boots it clear. A good chance for Cabral at the top of the box. The service from Billhardt. Gabriel Cabral trying to create something. His side yet again, though, held scoreless. Billhardt chopping the ball back. Takes down Corey Bennett with him. Be a free kick for Charlotte. So for the Independents, 2 goals in this half, one off the 15th minute own goal from Ryan Cyrakowski and a 44th minute goal from their leading goal scorer, Tracer Mbuyu. Both goals in unlikely fashion, really out of nowhere, with Charlotte spawning the second one off a quick pass on a counter. And the first one, of course, taking so many deflections. You take goals any way you can, though. And as it stands, those 2 goals would secure 3 points, so valuable in the latter stages of this USL League One season. Charlotte looking to secure its climb into the top portions of the table. Jamil Roberts out with Billhardt. Is Tormenta going to carve out a chance? They were unsuccessful in doing so. It's out. And Green has to go quickly. Waning seconds of stoppage time in this first half. Cyrakowski combines with Ajay. He's playing further up the middle. Play suffocated on the inside. Tormenta can't find anything of it. It's the Charlotte Independents up 2-0 at the end of the first half. A fantastic performance, and it's that man right there, Tracer Mbuyu, who tallied the goal that got them up by 2. You want to stick around here for USL League One Soccer on ESPN Plus, presented by Bullock Solutions. A game between 2 sides neck and neck in the standings, and so far it's the visitors up by 2.
The Clubhouse in Statesboro, Southeast Georgia's best place to play. The Clubhouse in Statesboro, where fun is done.
Optum Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. If you've delayed your care, we want to reassure you we're prepared for you. Optum's commitment to safe, high-quality care is stronger than ever.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations, Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
Optum Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. If you've delayed your care, we want to reassure you we're prepared for you. Optum's commitment to safe, high-quality care is stronger than ever.
Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta.
Here was some USL League One at the half presented by Bullock Solutions. One game that's been played on Wednesday, and before we get through the rest of this jam-packed Saturday evening, Ryan Rose is going to take you through that, the Golden Boot race, and much more.
We start with some news out of South Georgia. Coming soon, a new venue. It'll be the 26th venue in League One history. These photos were taken last Tuesday. Some of the structure and infrastructure going in over there at the new Tormenta Stadium at Optum Sports Medicine Field. And then this past Tuesday, this Tuesday actually, we got pictures of this. The sod is in. It's being watered. Grass is growing. A stadium is forming. They hope to play some matches there before the season ends. We go to Wednesday, though. There was one midweek game. North Carolina was stormed out in Tucson back on July 30th, so 2 weeks between games. There's Nicholas Holliday, the 16-year-old, making his fourth start. There's Australian Mitch Osmond in the back. 5 in a row unbeaten for Madison, 3 clean sheets in that time. And plays like this are why. Gebhardt threw strong, saved by Holliday, and then Abdu Baki Jam puts home the rebound, second of the season. And that makes it 1-0, and that's what the score will be going to the half. We go to the start of the second half. Olex Anderson for North Carolina up the left channel, tripped in the box by Osmond. That's going to be a penalty. 47th minute. So that will put Garrett McLaughlin to the spot for North Carolina to try to level it. He takes it. He makes it his 9th of the season. More on him in a moment. That's his 3rd PK this year. That makes it 1-1, beating Reiko Arozarena. A little bit later, McLaughlin almost gets another. Breaks loose on a bad pass back, but Arozarena there to make the save. And then the 76th minute, Jaden Cervania, another save. 3 saves for Arozarena. We go to the 86th minute. Cervania involved again, this time tripped up by Mikey Maldonado. Unfortunately for Maldonado, he got a yellow in the first half. So that yellow in the second half means Madison will be down a man for the final 4 minutes plus stoppage. They go 7 minutes of stoppage. This is a wild finish. This is the end of the game right here. 90 plus 6. Jeremiah String denied by Holliday. 3 saves for him. Final save of the night, but it's saved off the line. It doesn't go out of bounds. Gustavo Fernandez keeps it in, which extends the game. And Eric Leonard's dispossessed. Anderson goes up the left channel again. He caused havoc earlier when he got fouled. He fights his way up the left side, breaks loose, looking maybe for McLaughlin. It goes all the way through to Christian Lou Young, 90 plus 7. That makes it 2-1 North Carolina. His first for North Carolina. He got a goal last year with Fort Lauderdale, and North Carolina wins it 2-1. What an exciting finish. And that got us thinking about the Golden Boot race, because McLaughlin got his 9th. That gives him obviously 9 for the season. He's in 3rd place by himself. 6 goals in his first 8 matches. So this is his first goal Wednesday since June 25th. 8 goals in his first 11 matches. Now he's got 9, and he's chasing down 2 gentlemen ahead of him. That goal is from the start of the season at Tormenta. Jacob Labovitz for Greenville, 6 goals in July. He is the co-leader with 11. He didn't score his first goal until May 28th. So all 11 goals in his last 13 matches, and he's one of 3 players in League One this year with a hat trick, and all those 3 goals happened at Richmond on July 16th in a 3-1 win. Speaking of Richmond, here's Emiliano Terzaghi. Maybe you've heard of him. 4 goals in his last 3 matches, including that one from 40 yards out. This man is a magician. 39 career League One goals. If you count the Open Cup goal earlier this year, 40 goals in a Richmond kit in 3 seasons. The 2-time MVP, back in form and back atop the goals leader race. There they are. Labovitz and Terzaghi with 11, McLaughlin with 9. Irvin Parra and Juan Galindrez, don't count them out. 8 goals apiece. This race is getting tight as we finish up week 21 this weekend. That's the story here. A little more halftime coming up after the break, but first this from the USL.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
I'm on a real thing. I'm on a real thing.
At Savannah Hilton Head International, you can choose from 11 different airlines, including Southwest Airlines, Breeze Airways, and Avelo Airlines. With up to 70 daily nonstop departures and over 30 nonstop destinations, Savannah Hilton Head International gives you more choices for a travel plan that fits your needs. Savannah Hilton Head International. Visit flysav.com.
The Jamaican Malik Foster. The Panenka, absolutely disgusting. Plenty of times. Saved by Viniello. Rodrigo Lopez. It's improbable. It's indomitable. It's another
USL League One and Cup sets. Back with more USL League One at the half. Plenty of Open Cup success to go around, and you look all the way down at the bottom, though. Another really notable thing to notice, Emiliano Terzaghi named Player of the Week. A great performance from him, leading the line. 3 goals in 2 matches to defeat Northern Colorado and Chattanooga, allowing his team to really advance and progress up in the standings. Looking at our League One scoreboard, final time between Central Valley, because earlier today, their scoreless streak ended at 337 minutes with the first half goal by Nathan Smith, his second in all competitions. Still underway, it's Greenville and Richmond, the 2 teams at the top of the table, tied at 0, and 2 close matches with 1 goal apiece, going the other way with Chattanooga and Omaha in those 2 separate matches. Looking at the upcoming schedule, there's still plenty of games to go around. South Georgia Tormenta heads on the road to play Chattanooga. Meanwhile, for the other side in this match tonight, it's Charlotte that'll also go face off against a very tough Union Omaha side. Always tough to play there in Nebraska against their setup and their discipline system that they have. So with that, we'll have the highlights, stats, and the second half action all coming up next right here on ESPN+.
Are you suffering from hip or knee pain? Don't let the pain hold you back. The region's most experienced robotic joint replacement team at Optum Health System offers an individually tailored approach that is more precise and creates smaller incisions. For you, that can mean a faster recovery with less pain. Your comeback starts here. Call today to find out if robotic-assisted joint replacement is right for you.
Vamos, Tormenta. 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 Vamos, Tormenta.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Bullock County from slow internet. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional tech team. They must be fast, reliable, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. Bullock's internet is dependent on your success.
Welcome back. It's halftime between Charlotte Independence and South Georgia Tormenta. Before we start with second half action, we're going to take a look at how it all went down in the first half. There you see they're really capitalizing, putting shots on target on half their chances, and meanwhile Tormenta has not found any of that at all. And so we're just about ready to get underway. Second half is upon us. Kickoff goes for Charlotte, and time ticks away. It'll be Tormenta, the home side, this time going from right to left, and Charlotte attacking from left to right here at Irk Russell Park in Statesboro, Georgia. Tormenta with lots of numbers push forward. They'll need to take risks in this second half to get back in this match early. The expected goals opta in the first half, 1.3 to only 0.33 for Tormenta. Charlotte carving out plenty of chances and South Georgia lacking on the opposite end. Ajay with a pass inside. It's stuck in, and then, well, the assistant official does see the ball creep out. It's a corner kick. Kingsford Ajay tumbled over that advertising board. Adrian Billhardt, the German, swings it in. Nearly off the head of Phelps, but shrugged away by Charlotte. Top of the box, Morel, one of the new substitutes. The delivery not up to par from the outside. So Alex Morel, the Lakeland native, Lakeland, Florida, gets the feature in this matchup. Last week he started and was a halftime sub. Now it's the opposite. Tobias Otieno off the pitch. Chris Heckenberg on it, number 21 in the Bolt Navy kits. And Otieno was a player that head coach Ian Cameron said has to have a bounce back week. He wasn't really in position last week, wasn't in the right areas, and needed to be more connected to Gabriel Cabral, who's the playmaker, kind of complement the attacking prowess of the Brazilian. That again not the case for Otieno, and his night is done. So Chris Heckenberg gives the side a different look. His 18th appearance on the season. This time Ajay's on the right side, usually likes to cut in from the left onto his favored right. Will operate on his strong side this time. Adani lets it bounce. Heaved clear, and Dengler touches to Phelps. Heckenberg with green. Deflected pass onwards. Cyrakowski couldn't get to it. Zendejas there first. Acosta provides support for Dimmick. And the Venezuelan heaves it clear. Cabral from a recess position finds his man outside. Tormenta looking to possess the ball. They're down by 2 goals, and well, they'll need one as soon as possible, as they've been in a goal-scoring drought since last match, that 2-0 loss to Northern Colorado. Cyrakowski already on a yellow card. Another foul conceded after the pass went awry from Cabral. He just was way behind Shalom Duty. Didn't get a lot of contact, but it was enough to upend the center back for Charlotte. Zendejas restarted play. Clay Dimmick switches it to the far side. First touch clearance from Green goes out for a throw. Nice interplay from Overton and Bennett. That ball nodded chest past Conte, and Acosta forces it out wide yet again. Adani quickly with Cabral. Gabriel Cabral has had so many touches on the ball tonight. It's his role as one of the main distributive operators in this Ian Cameron side. Dengler chipped ball in, flicked away at the top of the box. Heckenberg beat, pass just in front of Mbuyu. It's all the way back with Hara. Lots of backspin. Morel leaps for it but falls. Billhardt has to help him out. He's facing his own goal. The German gets crafty on the touchline. Can look towards the middle. Resets all the way back with Phelps. Morel out with Fuad Adani. 2 new substitutes introduced for Tormenta, trying to change the tides of this match. So far, after a few quick chances for Tormenta early in the first 45, it's been all Charlotte. Green fires across inside. Headed away. Tormenta tries to settle the ball back down. So many numbers in the box swelling that central area. Cabral, Phelps, and a lot of these resets players waiting for movement. The coaching staff yelling to keep passing that ball. Numbers are swelled in the box. Chip to the far post. Morel waiting for it. Now at the top of the box. Sliced above the bar. Gabriel Cabral couldn't stay over that one. Yet another chance earlier in the first half, which was a strong driven shot. This one had to take it on the volley. It was kind of leaning out of the contact. There it goes over the crossbar. And it's a goal kick for Charlotte in this 53rd minute. Billhardt turns. Tormenta wins the first ball. Ajay with a nice scooped play to Billhardt. He couldn't settle it down. Tormenta pressing high up the pitch, though. They win the ball back. Cabral stops it up with his soul. It's turned the other way with Overton. South Georgia finding a lot of passes into the attacking third, but not finding that clinical pass in front of the defense. Hada flicks it free quickly, and now a ball's in behind for Billhardt. Zendejas to the rescue. Adrian Billhardt, it's not typical for him to be running in behind instead of receiving the ball to make that pass in behind, but he did that in front of their striker Ryan Cyrakowski and nearly profited. Phelps tangled up. Now Chris Heckenberg through center. Adani. Jake Dengler looking for the long ball. Out with Phelps and then finally stretched to that far side. Ajay and Cabral not on the same page. The winger slides to win the ball back. Charlotte dropping further back. Try to ward off the offensive pressure. Ajay barrels into a lot of Charlotte kids and wins a free kick for his side. Kingsford Ajay, after winning that ball back, he's sandwiched by the Independents. This is a great threatening position. Adrian Billhardt with his left foot is the only Tormenta player standing over this one. They'll have numbers in the box. We'll see if they'll try to mop up a second chance opportunity or if the first chance will go to some of those center backs on the far post. Billhardt curls it in, flicked by Dengler. Touchdown with the laces by Cabral. Green tries to go again. Up the line quickly, Overton. Cheeky back heel play. And Conte looked back for Overton. Luckily his side's able to regain possession. Off the messed up pass and play pinballs around, but finally is back with Charlotte, this time on the right side flank. And Buyu sachets his way past Adei, but it's back with Cabral. And Tormenta looks to build with Chris Heckenberg. Throw ball up the line, Cyrakowski, one-on-one. And he fouls another Charlotte player. It's his third foul of the night. He's already on a yellow card for his first challenge of the match, the 27th minute. Referee Islam Pexenar checks to make sure that Shalom Duty is okay. One-on-one on the challenge again. It's Cyrakowski late to the ball. He's got to be careful, the Tormenta striker. His second start and third appearance for head coach Ian Cameron, but it would not be opportune at all to take yourself out of the match when you're so desperately needed to be relied on for goal scoring. The former New England Revolution two-man has had his experience in the championship along with a stint with Forward Madison in League One. He's no foreigner to this tier of the United Soccer League, but it is a new environment for him here in Statesboro. Dengler up the line. Adani chases. Nothing threatening for Tormenta yet, but it's promising that they're having a bit more of the ball. Cyrakowski couldn't hold it up. It's out for a goal kick. So far, everything going to plan for Charlotte head coach Mike Jeffries. This side wanted to be really good defensively, and the key to this match that they needed to execute is stopping those 1v1 areas for Tormenta to execute with players like Kingsford Ajay and company. They've been really solid in thwarting any sort of swells of pressure that they're able to create in isolated situations. And they've allowed the ball to stay in front of them and keep a compact system. Cyrakowski shoves his way to the ball. Morales settles it and safely out with Owen Green. Green with a poor pass. Overton on the challenge. Gabriel Cabral looks to his right, looks to his left, and looks back. It's sliced out now with Dengler. Entering the final third of regulation play. Tormenta in this first 15 minutes of this second half need to get something going for the first goal of this contest for them. Charlotte getting their tallies off a 15th minute own goal from Ryan Cyrakowski and a 44th minute goal from Tracer and Buyu. Up the line, Overton's touch gets ahead of him. Heckenberg's pressured by Gabriel Overton. The Frenchman stops up. Heckenberg has time to possess. Denny shimmying his way out of pressure. Dengler the other way with Phelps. Corey Bennett tucked inside that midfield line. Helped intercept that ball for Charlotte. The striker trying to sniff out goals. He's really been dropped in a little bit of deeper role, it seems, to connect interplay with Gabriel Overton. Drifting in the middle of the pitch. That middle third has been dominated all night by Charlotte. Can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, English Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SXM app. Ibrahim Kante through the middle of the pitch, settling in nicely for the Charlotte Independent side. His first appearance in USL League One. The journeyman has had stints in Indonesia and plenty of other countries, but also played for Detroit City before their USL Championship days this season. And now in an established North American league, his side is up 2-0 against Tormenta here at Herc Russell Park. Tormenta stretching the field now with their back four. Relatively quiet entourage of fans at Eric Russell Park. Their side down 2-0 and searching for a goal scorer, searching for someone that can take the mic and be a star. So far, most of Tormenta's success has been on possessing the ball, but not finding that clinical touch. Heckenberg inserted at halftime, looking to provide a different look to the South Georgia midfield. Green back with it. The Englishman to Heckenberg, who's tied up. And Ibrahim Conte pulled him down. Morel gets the ball back through center. Now some space open for Cabral. He leaves it outside. A Daney cutback move. Morel scans the field. Curls it, it takes a bit of a deflection. And Tormenta can't find anything from it. Overton up the left side. Phelps has to track back. Corey Bennett to it first. Gets it to Overton. Gabriel Overton at the top of the box. He lays it off and Buyu tees it up. Saved by Hara and swept away by Phelps. Paulo Hara's been responsive when his name has been called. Two unusual goals have been scored tonight, but when he's squared up to chances like that, he's made tremendous saves. Trazer and Buyu with his third really strong chance of the night. Overton couldn't find the mark with Mbuyu. Now Clay Dimmick's back with the ball at the center of the pitch. Charlotte looks to manipulate this Tormenta side. They've had a week's rest since last Saturday on a road trip to northern Colorado. And next on the plate is a 4-game road trip, so can't get really too comfortable here at home before they have to go back on the road. It would be an opportune time to get 3 points and solidify yourself in the standings. But to any team, when your leading scorer is out for multiple games like Keziah Sterling, it does hinder your offensive performance. Kingsford Ajay trying to supply some of that scoring. Adrian Billhardt tied with Ajay in the scoring department for second on the team with 4 goals each, but they need someone else to kind of help supplement the link-up play, and Sterling really was able to create space for those guys. So far, the guy who's been tapped is Ryan Cyrakowski, the new signee for Tormenta. But ultimately, head coach Ian Cameron expects more out of that entire front four and Gabriel Cabral as well. Denny keeps the ball in. Heckenberg back outside on this left flank.
Substitution
And now with the stoppage in play, wholesale changes all around. For Tormenta, a defensive change, and Owen Green exiting the pitch, the right back. Kotaro Umeda will make his 8th appearance for Tormenta. Meanwhile, the only change for Charlotte, Ibrahim Kante, the debutant, has his night end, was able to create some good chances and help support his team in the midfield. Diego Rocha, the defender for Charlotte, will look to solidify the 3 points here tonight. And that last change to be mentioned for Tormenta, Deshaun Nemberd on the pitch for Fouad Adeni. So for Ian Cameron, the right back and the left back off. We'll see if new personnel can give them a different look of what they've wanted. Coach was not satisfied with the play of his outside backs in the past few matches as far as their forward play. Owen Green did get a chance in the first half, but other than that, the defensive line and, well, the rest of the team, quite frankly, has been awfully quiet. More changes to try to supplement the attack. It's Billhardt on the right side. Cuts to the top of the box. He's grappled by a few players and forced outside. Plays it back to Nemberd. Billhardt is wrangled down. It's a free kick for Tormenta. Dengler looks to reset quickly. Cabral has a conversation. So this will be a direct free kick set up after Gabriel Overton caught Billhardt from behind. He's standing in front of the ball. Maybe nothing more than a bit of time chewed off the clock for the visiting Charlotte Independents. This set piece set up with Gabriel Cabral. Chips it to the far post. Billhardt inside, or rather Dengler. And he's not happy with the call. Shoving his way inside for positioning. The Tormenta center back just couldn't connect before the whistle, as Omar Sis tied up there on that challenge. Overton with a nice play. Flicked it on the outside, but it's intercepted. And Tormenta yet again builds out of the back with Gabriel Cabral. The former Tormenta 2-man, Gabriel Cabral, captained the 2019 side to an extraordinary playoff berth. Ian Cameron was the assistant coach for the League One squad at the time and the head coach of TFC2. There's multiple players that have come up through the ranks of his squad with TFC2, notably Adrian Billhardt, a really successful player in that 2019 campaign. He's been called upon this season for the senior team as well, and so far he hasn't been able to combine with his teammates. Pressure lays on the shoulders of these attacking players for South Georgia. Burrell on the outside. He's right-footed. They're forcing him to his strong side. Now Nemberd flicked off the face of Adrian Billhardt, or rather the forehead. Couldn't put it towards the face of goal, and it's out for a goal kick. There's another look on our Coca-Cola replay. Nemberd with a quick play on. And it's Billhardt flicking that one. But really, with the German leaning back, there's not a whole lot of power that you can generate on those chances. And that's what Tormenta has had to resort to. A lot of aerial deliveries. The Charlotte Independence back line standing strong breaking up passes in the attacking third. Tormenta having to find alternate solutions to attacking promise. Nemberd with Dengler. And now Heckenberg. Taro Umeda's advanced pretty far up the pitch. Now he retreats to his right back position, number 13 in the home pink kit with navy trim. But on this near side, it's Cabral, punished by Clay Dimmick. And it's restarted quickly. The Independents content with the home side taking all the possession they want right in front of them, not really threatening. Gives them a chance to counter the other way with Corey Bennett on the intercept. The Kingston, Jamaica native, the second leading goal scorer for Charlotte, rather. Gets it out to the primary goal scorer, Mbuyu, with his cross blocked away. Be a corner kick for the visitors, already with the 2-0 lead, and another chance to lengthen their lead even further. The first goal coming off an own goal, off a corner kick. The second one off a cross in open play. Again, it's a dead ball situation, and this time it's Diego Rocha. He serves it inside. Dengler heads it clear, and Billhardt flicks it further away. Ajay races to it. Cyrakowski with a nice play on. Kingsford Ajay 1v2, hounded on the sideline, wins a throw-in for his side. Back heel play from Kotaro Umeda. Slid up for Maya to take, and then retaken. Now to the top of the box. Nemberd couldn't find a clean connection. That ball just scurried past Alex Morel. Deshaun Nemberd couldn't capitalize. The golden opportunity for his home Tormenta side. Ajay shields, challenge from behind. His teammates win the ball back. Cabral pokes it free for Umeda. Alex Morel touches inside. Last touch off Charlotte until Cyrakowski got in front of that clearance. It's a goal kick for the Jacks. The Chicago, Illinois native trying to find his footing as a mid-season acquisition for Tormenta. And now with the sound of the whistle, Zendejas restarts play, lifts that ball into Charlotte's offensive half. Lots of numbers on that far side. Good play with possession. It deflects out. It's Charlotte that can take all the time in the world. Maya throwing the ball in. Bennett nearly powering his way through. Kotaro Umeda takes a throw. Umeda waits his turn to take the throw. The Tokyo, Japan native playing his first North American season.
Gabriel Overton, entering the match, number 24, Grayson Barber. Also exiting the match, number 16, Tomas Maya. Entering the match, number 8, Will Wint.
And now 2 substitutions to be made for Charlotte. Introducing the young guns. Will Wint, 20 years old, getting his 10th appearance. Subbed in for Tomas Maya. Grayson Barber, number 24, which has entered the pitch. The 22-year-old on for Gabriel Overton. Will Wint, a crafty young player for Charlotte. Very fortunate that he's found his way to the Independents. Player in his youth career that was scouted by Manchester United and signed to play for their U15, 16, and 70 sides before having visa issues and returning to the States. Could say that he ran into a familiar face in Gabriel Overton along the way if the timelines matched up. Both those two with fantastic experiences. In the 80th minute, Tormenta carving out an offensive chance. Morel loops it to the far side. It drops and probably curled in and out, which in fact it did. It's a goal kick for Charlotte. The Independents setting up their field as far as suffocating players on that left side. Much to the applause of Tormenta fans, the pass went awry. Cyrakowski quickly on the restart, slips free. Morel couldn't settle it down. The striker does block a pass out. Unsuccessful in winning it, though. It's another Charlotte throw in. Sis karates the ball away. Chased down by Phelps. The Independents get behind the ball. And Charlotte's been really successful throughout the night so far, blanking Tormenta with plenty more offensive chances to go their way. Dengler, though, tied up, and Cabral traverses up the left side. Heckenberg cuts it out for Morel. He has a breaking Umeda. Morel keeps it now on the right side, back to Kotaro Umeda. Curls the ball in, flicked by Cyrakowski. And it dips too far away from goal. Alex Morel with a good combination with Kotaro Umeda. Back with Tormenta after a 2019 campaign where he made 27 appearances. He went to Greenville for the 2020 and 21 seasons before returning to South Georgia. Before that, had to rise up to his hometown Tampa Bay Rowdies side, only 45 minutes from his hometown of Lakeland, Florida. Ajay plays it back to Heckenberg. Cabral. Toe pokes it free. It's too far ahead of Billhardt. And it skitters past him for a goal kick. Cabral always on the ball for Tormenta. Axe down in the middle of the pitch. Charlotte gets a throw though. The captain, Clay Dimmick, will take his time, approaching the end of regulation time in this second half. His Charlotte Independence up 2-0, visiting here at Irk Russell Park. Tracer Mbuyu once more. He's one-on-one. A Rabona pass through the middle, nearly connects with Corey Bennett just in front of him. You'd have to think he maybe was a bit too crafty and maybe could have found the target if he was a bit more simpler with his creation there. Driven pass through center. Ajay waits for the ball to drop. Umeda presses forward. It's cleared for Dengler. Nice first touch from the Iron Man for Tormenta. He's played every minute for head coach Ian Cameron this season. He leads the entire league as far as field players and minutes played. Charlotte has a chance to counter the other way. And Mbuyu frees it up for Bennett. He tees it up and he fires and finds the back of the net. It's a third goal for Charlotte, and that surely ices the game for the Independents. Corey Bennett puts the visitors up 3-0. A silenced Tormenta crowd at the hands of Corey Bennett. His 7th goal of the season. His first since a Week 18 performance and a hat trick. It's the striker that finally finds himself back on the score sheet, securing all 3 points for the Independents. Charlotte in a solid run of form, really capitalizing on the counters. But now if this result holds, they will have secured points from their last 4 matches. Mbuyu and Ibarra back with Acosta. Ball cleared and straight into the fans here at Irk Russell Park on the campus of Georgia Southern University. Plenty of Tormenta faithful still here to support the home side as they try to find and salvage something. Morel with a curler. Couldn't tuck it inside that far post.
Substitution for the Charlotte Independents, exiting the match number 11, Tracer Mbuyu, entering the match number 20, entering the match number 18, Ilya Shetsov. Also exiting the match number 90, Corey Bennett, entering the match number 10, Adrian Billhardt.
Artin Paez enters the pitch for the most recent goal scorer, Corey Bennett. Along with him, Ilya Shevstov, number 18 in gray. Also got onto the pitch. Shevstov, the Ukrainian native, had a fantastic, really welcoming at Forward Madison in their fundraising night for Ukraine just a week ago. So getting in a bit of trouble there, it's Grayson Barber. And he's talking with the referee, Islan Pexinar, but the talking's not gonna change anything there. He's in the books. And it's the second Aspen Aerogels yellow card for Charlotte. Lofted into the box. It settles down for Dengler. Then Phelps. Poked free by Acosta. Phelps looks at Cabral. Sees a pass with him. Deshaun Nemberd can't free it up past Will Vint. The midfielder skies it ahead of his target, Grayson Barber. Tormenta will have 2 final minutes in stoppage time to see if they can get anything, a moral victory from this match. They're down 3-0 against Charlotte. Going about it quickly, the set piece headed away by Vint. Second punch of the ball from Zendejas. Cabral huddled around it with his teammates, wins the ball back for Ajay. He hits the turf, and Tormenta still has the ball. Advantage played. Morel on the left side. Nice move to evade pressure. Ajay switches it to Adrian Billhardt. Billhardt trying to create. He's marked heavily on his left foot. Heckenberg. Cabral with a nice first touch pass. Numbers parked in front of Zendejas, and that forces Ajay the shot wide of the mark. Alex Morel with the most recent service off that corner kick. A couple punches of it, and Tormenta staying in that attacking third, but again, no end product. The theme of their last match against Northern Colorado and the theme of this one against Charlotte. Shevstov sparring for the ball. Phelps into his backside, gets the ball back. He lofted the ball forward, now it's outside for Charlotte. Omar Sis turns it out with Barber. Looking at his options into Artin Paez. Paez touted as one of the best players in delivery for this Charlotte side, and well, they didn't need him for tonight. So many chances created, and that got them to a score of 3-0 over Tormenta away from home. Your final score presented by Lee Hill and Johnston. A fantastic showing from the Charlotte Independents, trotting into Irk Russell Park and stealing all 3 points
From Kids World Learning Center here in Statesboro, Georgia. Let us take care of all of your child care needs here at Kids World Learning Center, from your infants all the way to your after-schoolers. We also have a summer camp and holiday camp for those older children. And we have our brand new bus for our field trips, for the children to have fun and to learn and to explore new things all around our beautiful county. Thank you for trusting us with your most prized possessions.
Optum Health System's commitment to you has not changed. Unmatched safety and compassionate care. Others may talk about the new normal, but at Optum Health System we've always provided high-quality, personalized care safely. If you have recently delayed your care, we want to reassure you we are prepared to care for you. Our absolute commitment to safe, high-quality, personalized care is stronger than ever. We welcome you back to Optum Health System.
Vamos, Tormenta.
Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta. Vamos, Tormenta.
Back here, post-game or save the match presented by Vision Source. Gabriel Overton, dynamic. He fed it up and teed it up for Trezor Mbuyu. A fantastic play from the captain, Pablo Jara. This left-footed strike dealt with by the Chilean, and it was really his play fantastic for Tormenta, but it just wasn't enough. They needed goals. 3-0 the final score for Charlotte in this match away from home, and we'll get to the highlights now and breaking down everything that went on for the visitors to dominate this second ever matchup in USL League One between South Georgia Tormenta and the Independents. We go to the 16th minute, and it was the first goal coming off a very interesting array of bounces. The service from Miguel Ibarra, fantastic as always from those set pieces, and well, Ryan Cyrakowski gets the own goal on that. That put his side down 1-0 early on in the first half. Not the start that Tormenta wanted, but it would just keep getting worse from there. A chance on the counter for Charlotte to go the other way, all the way across the box. A great outstretched toe poke from Trezor Mbuyu. Out of nothing on the counter, the Independents up by 2 at the break from Trezor Mbuyu's 8th goal of the season. The leading goal scorer was led and really just set the tempo for his second leading goal scorer on the team in Corey Bennett. Later on in the match, the third goal, the final goal of this contest, Corey Bennett tucking that one home on the far post. And so Tormenta with only 2 shots on goal, but 62% possession, something that's always evident of the Ian Cameron squad, is getting a lot of the ball, but they just couldn't find that clinical touch. Charlotte taking every chance they could get in speedy transition play to finish things off and do a fantastic job to win the match. 3 points go to the Independents. A really fantastic job done by head coach Mike Jeffrey's squad to do everything that they could to really dominate the middle of the pitch. That was our key to the game heading into the match. Charlotte, with fantastic players like Gabriel Overton and midfielders, needed to do that job, and that's exactly what they accomplished here tonight at Irk Russell Park. It was Tormenta getting in early with some chances, but the visitors took all 3 points by a 3-0 score. In USL League One action, it's the Independents hopping up further in the standings. Thanks so much for joining us. For our entire crew, I'm Jared Johnson saying farewell for now. So long. You were listening to USL League One Soccer on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.